Hi again, this is Jeanette with Janda Panda Treasures. I had a little interruption in the last video, but at least I know where I left off and I can continue on. And in this video, I will show the jewelry that I think may possibly have been available during this period of time. Okay. Anyway, so I went through the 18th. Let's do the 19th. And this is July 1899. Wednesday, July 19th, warmer this morning. Will Bragg helped the boys with the hay. They got done with the hay. Molly picked berries until 3 o'clock, then went to help Bird. I made my dark wrapper shorter, patch some helped Nina, some with housework, helped can 17 quarts of blackberries, hot and dry. Thursday, July 20th, Molly helped Bird. Theodore and Robbie went to Cyrus's. Robbie plowed until noon. Theo bought 6 acres more, 6 something more of hay. Cyrus and I think he just bought 6 acres worth of hay. Cyrus and the boys came over after dinner and put it up. Robbie went home after supper, hot and dry. Theodore, Ed, Will, Ella, is that Nina? And Molly went to the UP social, the UP social. You can see that. There's like this bar here that holds up my camera and it gets in the way. That's all I can say. Friday, July 21st. Erwin came for me. We had no hands today. It has been terrible hot and no rain. I was at Irvin's until after supper, then went to the store and stopped at Alva's, stayed until after choir meeting, came home with Theodore and Nina. Molly was at Bird's all day. Molly Hewitt got some berries. Saturday the 22nd, Carrie went away in the forenoon. Alva was here for dinner. I made 6 glasses of plum jelly, besides filling 4 jars, canned 5 more quarts of berries. Saturday the 23rd, all went to church, both morning and evening except Carrie. Hot and dry. This was Mr. Parvin's first day as pastor. In the morning he preached on the words, and Methuselah was 969 years old, and he died. And in the evening, the text was, Daniel would not defile himself with the king's meat. Okay, that sounds heavy. All right, Monday the 24th, cloudy this morning. Molly went to help Bird wash. Carrie and Nina are washing, so I have the house work to do. Theodore is burning hedge brush. I can't read that. He and I went to town about 11 o'clock, got home after 12, got dinner, washed dishes, then scrubbed out the incubator and took it down in the cave. We'll put the eggs in tonight. Then it says on the side, it thundered and looked like it would rain, but only sprinkled. Oh, how hot. Some of these pages are so fragile. I am going to go to the 30th or 31st, which is down here. So one more page. Dry and hot. Nina ironed. Molly went to Birds. I did most of the housework. My ankle is sore again. Has hurt me a week. I fixed the yellow horse cover and made my sateen skirt. Set the incubator. Theodore mowed weeds and prepared to sow turnip seed. This, the 26th, this starts out for a hot day. My ankle is no better. It continued hot and dry. Thursday, the 27th, still hot and dry, but not as hot as yesterday. It is cloudy. I went to Jim and Riker, to Jim's. Ann Riker came home with me, stayed all night. 28th, cleared off without rain. Oh, how hot. Ann Riker was here all day. Mr. Morrison and Mrs. Yohe was here in the afternoon. Saturday, 29th, I was sick all day. Theodore helped. Jim, Gregory, and Delzell's thrash. The 30th, all went to church except Cy and me. In the morning, all went at night, but me. It was quite cool and pleasant, but no rain. And here's the last day of July. Monday, July 31st, we thrashed. It rained just as they got through. There was 25 eat dinner here. What? There was 25, so does that mean she had 25 people for dinner? It sounds like a lot. But anyway, so this completes July, and then I will read for August. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is show you some pieces of really old jewelry. And some of them are, they call them lingerie pins, or they call them lingerie clips. The tiny little pins, such as these, are lingerie pins, but they can also be worn on the outside because this one's decorative. I have some more lingerie pins coming in because on my channel I also sell vintage, antique, and contemporary jewelry. So this is what they call Julioche, which is a French term, French enamel. They do a design and then they enamel it over. And this one has a little bit of detail to it. Okay, there we go. So they, do a design in the metal, then do the enameling over it. And then this has what they call an old-fashioned clasp as such. Also, you can tell the age, well, you can't really tell the age of it, but you can determine age by the type of clasp. This one also has that type of clasp. This is a cameo. Looks like it might be angel skin. This could be gold. They did a lot of 9, 10 karat gold and 14 karat gold, but this is a very small pin. Might be under an inch. Oops, and I dropped it. But cameos were very popular in Victorian times. And this I don't know the age of, but it looks like it might be around that same age. This is actually might even be a pendant, but it has an upside down heart if you wore it as a pendant. So I'm not sure how that's worn, It has this old-fashioned C-clasp that doesn't, it doesn't have the rollover. They call those rollover. These are C-clasp. But this has a little heart and a lot of little details. This is a mother of pearl pen, and this one is older because of the length of the pen. And oftentimes they would wear, especially in the cold weather, they would wear fancy coats, and which had very thick layers of fabric, and you would want to be able to catch it all. So they had pins that were a little bit longer than the clasp so that it would be able to catch all of the cloth that would be necessary to get into that. It's a very nice mother of pearl. This one is, it's got some sort of a stone or some sort of a pearl in there. I don't know what this black material is. It kind of reminds me of damascene. This one also has a very long pin that clasps like so. A lot of these just kind of need adjustment. But this is like a 4-leaf clover maybe. And I'm not sure what that black material is. Could be burnished of some sort. This is what they call a bar pen. And I picked this one out because it had a similar clasp to it. And this might be worn at a collar. I don't know what the stones are. This one's dark, and that could be because of the age of the piece. I don't know what the metal is. This is cute. This is really old. And the little enamel pieces, some of them are missing from, the lattice or that kind of thing. Another type of pen that appears to be older. But let me see if I can get any closer so you can see that detail. This is kind of like a couple's pen or a wedding pen, engagement pen, lover's pen, something like that. Double hearts. And this one also has the elongated pen. And these are like little tiny pearls in there. What they call these bar pens. These are what they call lingerie clips, and there's a lot of little detail there. I'm not sure how these are worn, maybe just to hold up some things. I don't know, but these are quite strong clamps. And then the last little pin, I'm not sure if it's missing something, like maybe a pearl here that would be here. But yeah, they have a lot of interesting, lovely pieces. So these, I don't know if this is Edwardian or, but Victorian era, of course, is due to Queen Victoria. Edwardian era is, I believe, her son. So they had Edwardian style. And then they kind of eliminated that from the jewelry language after, I believe, Edward passed. And so then they came out with like Deco and, Art Deco and things like that. So anyway, that's my little, so I did, this is kind of like a second part. So the one I did previously has some other information on it, and that would be from July 4th through the 18th. And this one is July 19th through the 31st. So those are all I did in one day, and today is Friday, May 30th, 2025. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll do another one soon.